All right, guys. So, I wanted to get your opinion. This one is from me. This one is about expectations in the relationships that we have.
I think it kills them all.
You said what?
Expectations. Sorry, go ahead. I'm actually in a dark place, right? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I had some dark thoughts that I were entertaining earlier, and that was the subject of them. But please continue.
Oh, so you're gonna have a lot to say about this one. All right, so my first question is, who comes to the relationship with more expectations? What factors, and I'll repeat any of these questions that you need to know. You don't have to answer them all at once, but I kind of just want to put them out there so you thinking about all of them. What factors play a role in those expectations? Do you have the same expectations for yourself as you do for your partner, and can you meet your own? If you don't or they don't, how you respond. So just all the questions about expectations.
Can we attack those one at a time? Mm-hmm. Can you throw out the first one more again?
Who comes to the relationship with more expectations?
Can we just give a one-word answer to that, if we have one? Mm-hmm. Women. I hate that you had to gender wars us on this one, but women.
I didn't see the gender question there. I thought it was just more so the person who has a clear vision of the relationship.
He came to pot. He came to pot.
And it's much more positive because I went straight to gender wars. I was like, oh, okay, that's what we doing? Let's go, Ace.
I didn't think we were doing that.
I was like, it's these bitches. What? And you can't never do good enough for them. What was your answer?
Let me think. Because I actually have an answer for it just yet.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I would actually like to give you a second to think because I'm curious. Him answering that so differently,
yeah.
I'm curious how you would choose to answer that.
Yeah.
Who comes to the relationship with more expectations?
And it's definitely harder for me to make it on some gender war shit, being that I'm in a lesbian relationship. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Shocking news, huh? But I definitely would say that as the masculine presenting one in the relationship, I do feel a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations to fall up under this umbrella of masculinity. Mm-hmm. And it is pressure. It is pressure to be expected to be like a provider as well as emotionally and mentally present 24/7. It's not impossible, but I can see how that can be a challenge for someone who's trying to embrace this toughness or this hardness about masculinity and still be vulnerable at the same time. I recognize that challenge.
So are you saying that you feel the pressure of? I mean, you kind of did say that, the pressure of the expectation. Mm-hmm. So you feel you feel it. So you're saying what Teezy's saying.
Them women's make it hard out here, boy. You know what's funny, Ace? We really don't lean on the fact enough that you really wanted the bros. Because you saying that is like, nigga, that's the masculine plight, nigga. But you be standing up for these women too, dog. So it's like...
Because it's like I'm dead set in the fucking middle, bro. I'm dead set in the fucking middle.
That's so funny.
And, honestly, that's a challenge for my femininity too, to break that and be vulnerable, especially being a boss, right? It's hard, like, I have to protect all these people who work up under me. So when we got a belligerent customer, I gotta go stand up to this customer, and I'm not even a person who likes confrontation, right? I gotta find a way to smooth this over, but still defend my team. Still defend my team members so they know that they can trust me, you know what I'm saying, and feel protected by me. I also feel like as a masculine presenting person, one of the biggest compliments to me on the individual level is that people feel safe around me and feel protected around me. So,
Dope.
yeah.
What's the second question?
The second question was, what factors play a role in those expectations?
When you were going through it the first time, first thing I thought was society. Just society telling us what to expect at every stage of our life, giving us these expectations when we don't know what to expect as children, I think is the foundation of it all. And they sell these relationships to us and sex and love to us in commercials, TV shows, movies, like holidays. Yeah, society, for sure, for me.
I mean, yeah, it's a very, very collected answer. I mean, it's because like that also encompasses like the. I mean, I know I didn't start with it, but I'm going there now. I mean, it's a gender thing. Like there's expectations set on us, like even as youth. I mean, we're being told like as a guy, we we need to have some sort of value in order to be presentable in society. I mean, I just know about being a guy, then that's all. That's the expectation that I've always been set. So I feel like if I don't have any sort of value to give out, then I don't have too much expectation right now. But as soon as I become valuable, I expect a lot more.
Can I turn it up on the gender wars real quick? As I say this, it might sound hella incel-ish, but I think this is a genuine thought that I have, and I think I speak for a lot of men. I feel like the challenge that men face it with masculinity is the provider shit and what you just said, like your value comes from what you can provide and all that kind of stuff. I think that women are a lot of reason for that, because I don't know if men would feel that way if women didn't make that the expectation. And at the same time, I think the challenge with being a woman, the equivalent of that is looks and how beautiful you are, and that's their value. And I also think that's something that women do to a lot of women. While men do that as well, I really think women are the worst culprits of that. And so I think that on both of those, like, and I hate to, again, I know how it sounds, but I think both of those are women's fault, bro.
So wait,
I do.
Are you saying?
Because pussy rules the world,
Women,
apparently.
pussy rules the world.
So they fucking up everybody. They fucking it up from both sides.
You can't fuck it up unless you have the power to fuck it up.
All right, maybe I should have took one shot then. Maybe I do agree with y'all. Pussy rules the world, and it's the reason for all of our problems. And according to Ace, pussy is women. So I think
This man thinks he solved the world.
He just solved the age-old millennials question.
Yeah, where the hell's at?
So the only thing I have to say again is going back to the point of y'all doing the stuff for niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a woman is a sign of status. Having a woman is a sign of value that you use to put in front of other men. Look at my trophy wife. You know what I'm saying? You try to take ownership of that. So with that being said, society, which I have to agree with you, is the cause of these expectations. Women couldn't fucking vote till what, the 60s or something like that? So like, we ain't even had agency over ourselves as long as men have tried to have agency over us. So we might rule the world, but I definitely think y'all the problem.
turn it up another 10. Kale times 20, nigga.
Okay, gender wars today, boy. But go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. I don't disagree, but I don't want to make it a gender wars thing.
Yeah.
For real.
It's not.
I mean, to Ace's point, like and what I said earlier, jokingly, is true. You can't cause a problem unless you have the power to cause a problem. And I mean, it's the men. It's the men that are in power that are causing the most problems. I mean, that's the literal answer to, like, does pussy rule the world? No, like, no, it doesn't. But I mean, when you think about it a little bit more,
You could have said this 30 fucking minutes ago.
dog, I'm trying to argue for myself. Fuck that. And in my in my statement, I had secretly, okay, so like I wasn't trying to, yeah, dog. We ain't gotta go back to that.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, men literally are the current rulers of the world. I do want to ask, do you think that, damn, I did the ace. Do you,
Smack.
yeah. Do you guys think that was a luck of the draw thing, or do you think that would be true in every universe or most universes? And by that, I'm going to explain the fact that men rule the world. Do you think, like, is there a chance that women started ruling the world and that timeline occurred in most other universes? We just happen to be in the timeline where men rule the world.
I think it's been a matter of physical superiority over women, while women have been trying to self-preserve, right? I think that especially over here in these United States, when they deployed so many men going to different wars and shit, women had to step up and be what the men would have been in society. You know what I mean? So now it's no longer just you're physically superior to the female. We are basically equals, right? Anything you can physically do, I can physically do too. And that's where the disconnect is coming now, because I feel like a lot of men kind of feel like they're losing their foot in their positions of power. So they try to reclaim that by a certain violence to kind of dominate a people. Just like any group of conquestors do, any group of colonizers do. They try to go and dominate and take power over the people by taking away their agency. So that's the space that I feel that we are in. But we went to wars and stuff on men fighting for land, right? They're fighting to own this place, own this thing. So we're going to fight all your men and yada, yada, yada. Somebody still had to protect them kids and keep them kids safe, you know what I'm saying? And with the whole, would you rather be trapped with a bear or
y'all niggas read my notes today or something?
No.
Y'all saying all the shit that was in my notes.
But that whole little argument, like, women just don't feel safe around men because y'all have become the number one threat against women and femininity. Not y'all, but, you know, in general.
Damn, I thought it was specifically me.
I can't believe you just mentioned that right now. Like, I literally wrote that today.
That's crazy.
I was going to ask you that, about that specifically.
So wait, are you saying that in most timelines we would end up with men ruling the world? And
because I didn't answer your question.
right, yeah. Like that.
I was about to ask, what was the question again? Because my answer was a lot different.
It's probably just in this timeline. If women did rule in another timeline, we would probably have like some Wakanda shit going on.
So okay, so then, but in most time, like, do you think it was like, so this is just like the one lucky one that, or unlucky one that had the men in power, or is it the most timelines that it's women in power, or most timelines that it's men in power?
It probably is half and half.
Half and half.
My answer was exactly that. I was going to say 50-50, and I think it's completely biological. Like, there are certain species where the women are bigger, or the females are bigger than the males. In our timeline, The men are bigger than the women, and that's why we rule. And also it's biological.
So it's a physicality thing, like A said.
But also the biological procreation urge and legacy urge. I think that's why pussy is so important. When you're breaking it down to, it's really men love women and we want to procreate and further our legacy. So again, biological. That's why the women or the pussy means so much to the people in power. That's my theory.
Do you think in the scenario where, like, let's say women were in power, do you think that
Dick will rule the world?
Well, no.
More than it does?
It probably would.
It might be sacred.
Nigga, I think it...
No. I think it would be the
Only you
opposite.
can procreate with these people.
I think it would be the opposite. Like dick would be worthless in those kinds of universes.
Guess we would give it away.
Because like we have infinite sperm, but they have limited eggs.
Nah,
Nah, if we was the last dude, I think that we would get Ace's scenario.
and I think the women would eventually kill us.
Yeah, I guess they would like just have a collection of sperm, like a sperm bank, and then just like, okay, we got enough.
Only a certain amount of dudes gonna be alive. You gonna have to
6
really
foot and
bring
up.
some value.
No, wait, 5'10" and 3/4 and up. Let me include myself there.
He said, "I don't want to die. I don't want to be in that number that die."
3/4. That's hilarious.
Craziness.
What was the next question? It's funny you had like 8 shits.
So do you have the same expectations for yourself as you do for your partner?
I think typically that would be the case, and that's where disappointment comes as well.
I thought that was a really interesting question, actually, because I think both parties would still say yes, men and women, that I give what I expect. But the thing is, what the other person wants isn't
The same thing that they offer. They want something that complements them.
Yeah, I guess like they don't want to give what you want back. They want to give you what they want. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm giving B and you're giving C, and I'm expecting B, but you're still expecting C, and we're both not meeting.
I feel like that makes perfect sense. It's hard for me to say yes because I'm having trouble putting it all together. But yes, I think that is exactly what I'm saying. Yes, like the thing that you're giving out, you want back, but the thing that this person is giving, I don't know. I think yes, though. Yes. Yes. You don't want the thing that you're giving back.
So
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
now I take it as like let's make B a thing, right? So for me, I like to feel protected, right? I also offer that in a relationship. As the masculine person, I'm walking on the outside of the street, you know what I'm saying? I'm opening doors. I'm doing all of these things to make my partner feel protected, you know what I'm saying? To the point where, you know, I would get hurt. If it came down to us, I would get hurt so you can get away, whatever, yada, yada,
Yes.
yada. Right? Now, that protection, although it's coming from someone who may be opposite, maybe the yin to my yang, the feminine to my masculine energy, I'm still expecting some form of protection, i.e., you protect them the way I look to people, right?
But again, I would say, right, because I agree, but it's even the protection, you don't want the same kind of protection.
Right. I
Yeah,
don't
I think
need you to be
she's trying to
fighting
say
me to
something.
drop on the who gonna be on the side of the road to protect
Right.
each other.
You want
I'm
to
looking
give
for
B
another type of
and
protection.
receive C. To your point, like you want something different back, right? Because I think that's
but
true for
still
everyone.
needing protection though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's B2. You know what I'm saying? Like I give you B1, I need B2 back. Don't give
Yeah.
me the same.
Yeah.
I'm giving that. I got that, bro. It's like Catan. Like I got enough.
Like we
fucking-
can't have
I
all
need
of
something
these
else.
things. We need the other things
Yeah.
to be successful too.
I got hella bricks. I need wood. Let's go. Like, work with me here. So that's what I was trying to say, and I just got fucking brain tied. But yeah, the thing that I'm giving out isn't the thing that I want back, but it's kind of my expectation that I get it back. But it's not exactly the same. Even though I want this back, it's not exactly the same. And that's where I was getting fucked up. So it's really not, I want to give you B and get C. It's I want to give you B1 and get B2. Mm-hmm. Because we all want the same things, but we don't want it in the same form.
Right.
Boom.
And as part of the expectations, I feel like I expect that you should know that I don't want this exact same thing back.
Word.
But that's almost not always true.
And even more than that, we want, or at least me, it's very important that I end up with someone who naturally wants to give the thing that I really want and need. Mm-hmm. And I want to like feel like the things that I naturally want to give, this person wants and needs. That's really important to me. And I think that might be true for everyone, but everyone may not think of it that way, so I can't speak for everyone.
Right.
I mean, that's the ideal no matter what.
Fuck yeah.
That would definitely be ideal.
Yeah.
For sure.
A good compliment.
But we settle for what we don't get.
Thinking we could change motherfuckers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or thinking you can show them B1 and they know to give you B2. Them niggas like, no, I'm gonna do B1
I'm gonna do
too.
B3.
I'm gonna do B3. I'm gonna do Z, nigga.
Or they give you 2B. Almost. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to give me what I want.
Right.
But you
I don't need it like that though. And I ain't trying to be nitpicky.
You're just fucking doing it wrong. But you're close, and I know you're trying.
Mm-hmm.
Such an awkward conversation. Like, yeah, I get what you're trying to do, and I appreciate what you're trying to do for me, and it's hella thoughtful, but you're wrong.
That shit is whack.
Yep. Like, how do you have that conversation? Like, what's the right way to approach this?
Well, I guess I'll throw in this other thing that I had written down. I read this quote that really stuck with me. Truth without love is brutality, and love without truth is hypocrisy. So,
Bang, bang.
you got to give them the truth with love.
Unless you don't care about being harsh.
And then that means there's a lack of love there. But I feel like relationships need love to survive. So if you can't love me in truth, bruh, come on. Is it really love?
That's absolutely true. I think there's also some truths that need to be said harshly, or else the meaning gets misunderstood or lost.
It's fair.
And I think that's
Can you give me an example? Why would I need to say it harshly? I would think I need to say it clearly.
Because with love and with clarity, you haven't heard it enough. You're not listening. Like,
I gotta hurt your feelings type shit.
like you've been evicted 4 times, dog. You need to do something different. You're like, whatever. You keep fucking up these houses. I don't know.
So, funny thing is, once again, tying back to last episode, the Ask the Cash you said about an ex that is crazy but loves you versus the other way. I feel like I've had that situation, and I swear to God, I've told her, like, I feel like you really need me to be mean to you to, like, get, like, to, like, forget you to let it go. And so I kind of want to equate that to what you're saying, like the need to be harsh. But even in that, I felt like, nah, man, like if I love this person, I can't. And I genuinely felt like I might have to do that. Like I can't be harsh intentionally to the person I love. You know what I mean? Like, and I really was in a conundrum about that for a long time. But in my opinion, even in that case, nah, man. Like, I just got to be clear and honest and transparent, but I can't intentionally be harsh. Because I felt like if I don't hurt this bitch feelings, she's never going to get it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that she understands is hurt feelings.
My head immediately goes to like an example of like the homie goes back to the same toxic girl, like ex that he knows he shouldn't be with, and she's destroyed his life.
All right, you can at me next time, bro.
and this motherfucker, like, right after,
We talk about the same thing. Let's just be honest. Right? Clearly.
right after the breakup, he's like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be dating, and then I got a hot date tonight.
With the same toxic girl or the same toxic pattern.
Same toxic type of girl.
You had a point before you made it too real. You got sidetracked, but
I got sidetracked. Yeah, you brought me to that sidetrack. But yeah, I think like, yeah, I think if I had to talk to the homie who was doing that, like, I don't think that I need to show him love at that point. Like, he doesn't need love from me. He needs a reality check. And even without love being used in that communication, it can come from love.
what I hear you saying is truth without love is brutality, and sometimes people need brutality. Is that what you're getting? Did I surmise that correctly?
From someone they love.
From someone they love.
Actually,
What say you? Come on, help me jump this nigga, because I know you don't agree with.
From someone you
agree with him.
From someone you hate, even like sometimes you gotta hear some shit from someone you hate, even like you're just really not waking up to the truth until you hear it in a harsh way. Like I'm not saying you're only gonna be receptive to things if you're being told to them in a harsh way. I'd rather love be tossed my way as well, but. Like, what if I'm just ignorant and I need to hear it?
You need the hard truth to come in the form of a brick.
Probably.
Like, it gotta be cement for you to get this hard.
Like, I might just be an
and it
idiot.
can't be wet cement. It gotta be.
I mean, wet cement hurt too, but
Oh, does it?
like, it can.
I just feel like it goes back to the whole tact thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have examples of this in my life. My best friend B, we done talked about all of these things in the relationships, and even if we go back to the people who we've been with, she never talks to me in a harsh way. She never say you dumb as fuck for staying with this person, yada yada yada. Right? We don't watch each other go up and down. I watch her make mistakes. She's watched me make mistakes. I watch her get played. She watched me get played. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I don't have to kick her to make her feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support her. And if she chooses to still be with someone who, you know, may not have been the best option for her, I'm still going to be right there until she decides that she's ready to leave. And she's going to do the same for me.
You're going to be there forever and ever, and you want her to be there forever and ever? So let me keep those two scenarios. Would you want her to not give you a harsh truth if y'all been doing this for 30 years? Like, would you want her to hit you with the brick?
She's going to always give me the truth. Point blank, period. So I don't question her truth. But it's always going to be in a way that I can receive it. And I can only receive it through love. She don't have to hit me with fucking bricks. She don't got to do that shit, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think those situations count for what I'm saying. I think if you were, being as hard-headed as I'm describing, her words will never reach you if she really wanted to try to reach you.
I gotta disagree.
So she would use the exact same strategy, and like you're not the same ace in this situation that I'm asking. You're a hard-headed version.
But I'm thinking in your scenario, it's several years in the future, and y'all been doing the same thing. She's been doing the same.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm here. I love you. I support you. I don't think that's right, but I'm with you all the way. Let's say for 30 years straight. That's my question. Like, do you still want her to continue to do that, or do you want her to like talk to you a little bit more? Try a more.
We ride at dawn, nigga. We the same.
Hurt.
We ride at dawn. So if we going to go fight this motherfucker, we in this shit together. If we decide to stay, I'm gonna support you, and I'm gonna want to see that relationship grow and hope that it transforms to where it need to be. I'm never gonna kick you and say that you're dumb, you're stupid, you're any of this for trying to love somebody and it not working out or it not working in your favor.
Yeah, I also don't imagine speaking to somebody harshly as like I don't go straight into name calling. Like, and I think I think that's how you are imagining it, because I mean that's how you just brought it up.
Yeah, the harshness.
If I was
I was thinking of it that way too.
No.
But I agree with bullying. I think it's negative reinforcement. Like psychologically, it don't be that way. And every time you be that way, think, oh, I'm a dumbass bitch. I don't want to be a dumbass bitch. You know what, TZ right. Don't be a dumbass bitch. I'll do something different.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. But it's me.
So let me ask, like, let's say you're caught in a cycle of like, man, I shouldn't have done that, and then you go back and do it. And when you say I shouldn't have done that, B Gates is like, yeah, you shouldn't have. I'm here to support your choices, your decisions. And then next week you're going right back around and doing it. And she's like, yeah, you should do that.
No.
Like, would you like that approach? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's kind of hard, because a follow-up question to that situation is, how much is this affecting her, right? If I'm saying,
I'm imagining TZ's 30-year scenario. Like, she's been supporting you the same way for 30 years.
with a girl, and she beat his ass, and then he break up.
I prefer that than the opposite.
Yeah. Right. And then you go back, and I'm going to still be supportive of your relationship. As long as you're locked in your relationship, I'm going to support your relationship. Right? So if he forgives this person for beating his ass, then I'm going to forgive that person too. Now, if it's every other week beating his ass, I'm going to have to wonder, how much is this affecting me trying to forgive? And then I will have to take the steps to either maybe distance myself, but I'm never going to talk down on him. I'm never going to say, oh, he ain't shit, he dumb as fuck for staying with this girl for beating his ass. I'm never going to do that.
Get me a gym membership and a trainer. Get me a fucking boxing coach, nigga.
I would say too.
I'm letting this bitch beat me up.
Put your hands up, dog. Put your hands up. Do something.
Help me.
Also say,
Fight back.
I would definitely have. I don't know about a gym membership, but like, how can I support him and his mental health to grow to where that won't affect him? You know what I'm saying? So if that means I need to sow into him a different type of way or something like that, then that's what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, it's about him, because that's my friend. Fuck the girl.
I think it's gonna I guess the way you worded it is, how much is it affecting me? Because it's gonna affect me even at the smallest level. It's affecting me. Like, my friend got his ass whooped.
So if he getting his ass whooped and then he come start a lease with me and then he leave and I'm in a situation and then he come back after he getting his ass whooped again and then we start another lease and then he leave and I'm in a situation, it's only gonna be so many times that I'm gonna do that, because that's affecting me.
Yeah, no, it's only one time that I'm gonna do that. Like, no, I'm gonna get in between that relationship.
Anymore.
She is not gonna keep whooping up on TZ's ass.
Thanks, Los. I appreciate that. So what I hear you saying is, don't ever be harsh with me. Support, love, and be honest with me throughout. What I hear you saying is, if I keep fucking up, be harsh with me.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah.
I think I might have to agree with that, Los, because I don't think you would ever need to be harsh with me, but I can be stubborn and pig-headed and only see things my way, so maybe you do need to be harsh with me to get me to really understand that I'm out here fucking up. I don't think I would ever get there, but I think it's not off the table. That goes for both of y'all. If y'all ever need to, like, call me out my name, I would understand. And I hope that y'all would understand as well, or specifically Ace. If I ever felt like I needed to do that with you, be harsh with you, it's because I really felt like I needed to. You may not agree still, but I just want you to know.
By the way,
because this is you telling me you don't want that, and I still felt like I had to do it.
And harsh to
Your
me
Morgan.
again is disrespectful. You know, it's not clear or anything like that. It's like literally calling me out my name. You're stupid. You're dumb as fuck. You're a bitch. You this. You know, all of these things. When you don't gotta say all that, be like, friend, you fucking up.
The Ace, if I ever get to the point where I'm saying all of that, I had a gambling problem and I borrowed a bunch of money from some loan sharks and I am willing to die. I would never be caught. Well, I would be caught dead saying those things to you. Like I wouldn't. I wouldn't say those. I wouldn't. I don't think I can imagine myself talking to you like that.
Would you say it to me?
Oh yeah.
Why he saying so quick?
That's so interesting, isn't it?
Because Ace has expressed so much how much like that's just not gonna resonate with her. So like as her friend, I have come to recognize that and I respect that about her. Like if I'm doing
Clear
it,
boundaries.
yeah. If I do that, I am trying to disrespect that boundary, and
I'm overstepping a clear boundary for a reason.
I must be mad, like in one definition or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Like I must be like fucking angry at you, or I'm dying either way, and like I need you to kill me.
Damn.
Good stuff. Is there one more question on your Ask the Cast?
The last one was, can you meet your own expectations? But we kind of touched on a little bit of that.